What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to a special video. We are featuring the debut of Shadow Galarian Weezing, which has just gotten added to the Go Battle League. Now, Galarian Weezing has been around for a while. Now you can access its Shadow variant by evolving a Shadow Coughing to Shadow Galarian Weezing. They have now added the ability to evolve Coughing, the Kanto Coughing, right, to a Galarian Weezing. So now a Shadow Coughing can be evolved to Shadow Galarian Weezing. Thank you to Not Raj Kumar for sending me these battles. And here we go. Superior Clod, Shadow G Weezy. And normally I have the lead Pokemon first on the graphic, but Weezing is like so tall that I just put it first. Otherwise it looked kind of goofy on the graphic. So that's where the way the graphic's going to look. And here we go. Superior starting things off for us. And after this video goes live, I think I'm going to hop straight onto Twitch and test out Shadow Galarian Weezing myself, because I have a shiny Shadow Galarian Weezing. So feel free to check me out on Twitch. Resisting the Frenzy Plant. Walling off the energy here from this Superior. Going for the Brutal Swing. Not going to quite knock out. So spammy. That Fairy Wind Brutal Swing combination. Only 4 Fairy Winds to every Brutal Swing gets the farm down. And then you have that Threatening Overheat. Here we go. Threatening Overheat coming through. Big damage to the Dunsparce. It's just such a menace, right? You have that super spammy Brutal Swing. That super heavy hitting Overheat. Such an annoying Pokemon to play against. Aerial Ace doesn't quite knock out, unfortunately, but I think is still in a pretty good spot here. Superior is just going to try and do some chip damage. Dunsparce may have banked a move for later, so you just got to keep that in mind. But honestly, these Aerial Aces are going to slowly add up, put this Mandibuzz close to Stone Edge range for the Clodsire. And I think this looks like a pretty good situation for our trainer here. Does get snarled down by the Mandibuzz, but in comes Clod, still fully healthy. Mandibuzz not going to be able to threaten this Clod very much at all. You see how little that Aerial Ace does. The Dark type move will be the more efficient mode of damage. There's the Dark Pulse for Mandy. We're seeing Clod go for the Stone Edge. Those after 5 Poison Stings, right? You preferably want to throw after 4 for proper timing here. Mandibuzz going to fire for another move. I like that we're keeping our shield until we absolutely have to use it, because we know that Dunsparce has a move, so this will do more damage. So nice use of the shield here to save it for the drill run. And now we have... Oh, they do get off another move here. Dark Pulse would potentially be enough, but luckily it's just an Aerial Ace. So actually a little bit close there in the end. That's why timing does matter, right? If we threw on proper timing, maybe it would have been a little bit less close. But here we go. Superior into the Mighty Giraffe, the Shadow Giraffe. And we throw on Alignment. Giraffe wins CMP. There's the Psychic Fangs here. Giraffe is so glassy, you have to presume they're going to shield. And this Giraffe is actually a real problem. This is actually really bad. This is actually really bad. So at least we're going to get both shields. But now it's like... Now this is yikes. But this is where the spamminess of Weezing is so nice. Because now you're only 1 away. Okay, now you come in here. But you have that energy banked. If I'm this trainer, I am not going to expend any shields on Clod here. I'm going to hope that Weezing can sweep in the end. Once again, we're throwing on Alignment. We're making our lives a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. So timing would be nice here, but it's not the end of the world just yet. Okay, so yeah, we're going to shield the Clod. Okay. Would like to see an over farm. Going for the Stone Edge. That was good timing, right? That was 4 stings. And because we threw after good timing, we have some energy here. So now Giraffe will be forced to throw energy, and they don't. So we get rid of Giraffe, and we still have energy on Weezing for the back Pokemon. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. This is just Aerial Ace, ladies and gents. This is not going to KO. And Overheat, I don't know if it's going to one-shot, but it's going to put Jumpluff super low. Bang. Goes for the Brutal Swing here on the Chart Attack Party. Had the Overheat, but wasn't sure if he'd get to it. Brutal Swing's enough anyway. G to the G. That Giraffe was extremely scary for the back line, but managed to get it done. Malamar, also kind of scary for this back line. But going to go for the Frenzy Plant here. Superior A little bit bulkier with that hard-hitting Frenzy Plant. Gonna probably enjoy this neutral matchup here. Can afford to take a foul play, but these Psy Waves... Oh! Hyper Beam lands. Unfortunately, without that same type attack bonus, doesn't quite knock out the bulky Superior for the opponent. We're going to see Lickitung come in. Okay, Lickitung making a resurgence, apparently. Lick, lick, lick. Like a lollipop. Shout out Lil Wayne. Clodsire, 2 bulky Pokemon going head-to-head here. Going for the Earthquake. I like the Earthquake. It's the more efficient move here. Lickitung going to put up that first Protect Shield. And if you can save a shield advantage for Weezing, a lot of the time, it's going to be really nice. We see the Power Whip actually land for Lickitung. There's a little bit more raw damage. Earthquake comes through. And we're going to see the Stone Edge now coming through from Claude. Claude. Probably just going to let this go. Yeah, going to save the shield advantage for Weezing. Ooh, okay. This is tough because you can't really afford to debuff yourself, right? So you might just have to go straight Brutal Swing here and hope for the best. But I think, yeah, I like... Notice how we're still building up. We're threatening the overheat. Maybe we can pull the shield. Maybe we can lure them, and we do lure them into shielding now. Either we go for the overheat or we Brutal Swing and then overheat. What do we think? Oh, they almost got the catch. And now it seems yeah, okay. Beautiful. We're confident that overheat plus Brutal Swing is enough even after the debuff. G to the G. Weezing putting in work. Nice lead here. In comes Claude. We don't have an obvious answer for Claude, so I kind of like this decision. Stay in. Maybe now you go Claude after the chip damage. No. Okay. Looks like maybe an attempted catch onto Clodsire. Did we get it? We did. Oh, that's massive. And they're out of here. Well, to be fair, I mean, at that point in the game, they're actually really far behind, so I don't fully blame the opponent for top lefting. That's a pretty tough situation to come back from. We see the Giraffe counter swap. Going straight for the Frenzy, no messing about. The thing is, Giraffe is so frail. You just assume they're going to shield, so it'd be a pretty nice baitable opportunity there, but I don't blame you for just going for the Frenzy Plant. Better safe than sorry, I guess. We've had trainers on the channel before that just like always bait. This trainer seems more on the side of like never bait. Psychic Fangs gets shielded. Yeah, I gotta shield that. That would do a ton of damage. Ooh, maybe a little bit greedy here on the overfarm. Would have been nice to get that move off first. And now we're gonna get off the Brutal Swing here. This will knock out the Giraffe. In comes Machamp. Oh my gosh. Machamp's about to go bye-bye. I don't know what to tell you. Shadow, overheat, bang. See you later, Machamp. There's a Dragonair, that's why. Oh, poor Dragonair. Credit to the Shiny Shadow Flex. Credit to the Shiny Shadow Flex. Once again, if you want to see me rock the Shiny Shadow, hopefully I can rock it. Check out the stream today. Oh my. Another Malamar. Malamar, very popular these days. Very strong Pokemon. Which is funny, right? You almost never saw Malamar before the Psywave buff in the Open Great League. Now it's pretty common. Here we go. Going for the Aerial Ace. Gonna threaten to knock out Malamar. Gets the shield. Malamar gonna fire off a move. I would just let this go, honestly. Fairy Wind down. I like this. I like this. Energy lead and shield advantage for the Weezing. Okay. Do we overheat? No. We don't necessarily need to shield. We would live Ice Beam, but I guess we want to preserve the health. Overheat and swap, because after your debuff, you're not going to be dealing much to this Azu. Overheat still does a solid chunk. Oh my gosh, they fell for the U-swap, I-swap. This is not where Wims wants to be. The opponent, I mean, to be fair, Wims doesn't really want to be against Weezing either. But this is definitely not where Wims wants to be. Eating these double super effective Poison Stings. And all of a sudden, this looks to be a really good situation for our trainer here. Throwing after 2. Once again, throwing after 1 or 4. When you're a 2-turn versus a 3-turn is ideal. Just getting to the Earthquake now. This is fine. Might want to make sure you get it off. And gonna combo. Easy shield. Set it to Wombo. Throw that Overheat. Gee Weezy. I highly discourage smoking and vaping of any kind on this channel, but I do support Shadow Galarian Weezing. Oh my gosh, amazing matchup here. They could be running Sludge Bomb, which would hit for neutral damage, so that does chunk. But dude, these Fairy Winds, double super effective, are chunking. Brutal Swing, gonna set up the farm down. In comes Quag, but like, dude, you're gonna get off some solid chip damage before going down to these mud shots. I would have personally liked to see the Overheat, unless you get to double Brutal Swing here. Oh my gosh, I take it back. I take it back. My stand corrected. My stand corrected. Quag will get a parting move, but now you got the 2-on-1 fast break. You got the Giannis and the Dame Lillard. Drifloon a little bit of a core breaker to these back 2 Mons, but I think together they're going to be able to tag team, especially after getting the shield there. Because now you're going to be able to potentially land the Stone Edge here. Drifloon can make this a little bit uncomfy, though. Let's see how this plays out. Stone Edge coming through, grabs the shield. Now if you're... now maybe you consider, like, saving this energy? Oh, this is really smart by the opponent. They're going to shield this, right? Oh, wait, no, they have no shields. My bad. My mistake. Yeah, you let this go. You force them to throw. You're going to get debuffed again? No. You just get to the Stone Edge. You cleared your debuff. Very nicely done. Drifloon making it a little bit uncomfortable for those 2 remaining Pokemon, but they're able to tag team for the win. Dewgong, another little bit of a core breaker here, but Serperior does fine. Once again, we're throwing out their 6. No reason to throw out their 6. You're not threatened by a move first. You can simply throw out their 7. All you're doing is getting 1 extra Vine Whip. Icy Wind grabs the shield. We throw after 4 here, but because we're throwing right away, but that worked out. It was proper timing. We land the Frenzy. Nice. I'd let this go. Set up the farm down. Oh, it doesn't even KO. But we should get the farm down still with Wheezy. Oh, beautiful. We've got a lot of energy going into the next matchup. Oh my gosh. We throw in bad timing once again. So we let in a free Mud Slap, which is tough, but we've got the double Brutal Swing here. This is going to do a lot of damage. Shadow Golurk is very glassy. Oh my gosh. Imagine if we didn't let in the free Mud Slaps, we would have knocked out the Golurk first. And now we've simply got the Mirror. We should win considering we're ahead. So double Earthquake should knock out. The only lose con... No, there is no lose con, really. I was going to say the only lose con would be, like, the Mud Slaps, but there's no way. Because they'll faint to, like, 1 Poison Sting. 2 Poison Stings. GG. Next opponent. Amazing lead. This is where we need to see the Quag. Oh, my gosh. Opponent is probably thinking about top lefting at this point. I wouldn't blame them if they did. This is RPS. Sludge Bomb. Is this the same game? No, I don't think so. Brutal Swing. Let's see. Is this the same game? Kind of looks like it. So far, it's like functioned the same exact way. We barely lived to get to the next one. This looks like the same game. I didn't look at the CPs of the previous one. This looks like the same game as before. Doesn't it? It's got to be the same game. Right? It's got to be. Okay, I'm skipping forward. If it wasn't the same game, my apologies. Yeah, that was definitely the same game. Repeat game. Come on. Not Raj. Come on. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Editor Chris has made mistakes. Hannah Montana even makes mistakes. We see an opponent running G-Weezy, but it's not the Shadow G-Weezy. Doesn't have the same swag. Doesn't have the same 20% higher attack. Taking a few moves here. Going for the big EQ. Earthquake. Knocks out G-Weezy. In comes Azumarill. This is looking really solid. The only concern, right, is Azumarill getting a big farm, and then suddenly it has some Ice Beam energy to threaten the Superior. But Superior, being very bulky, can withstand at least one Ice Beam. Can't really live two. Oh, now we're going for the bait. I like this, because Azu wants to hang on to this energy. So that's a pretty nasty bait. I like that bait. That's pretty smart. Ice Beam gets shielded. Azu gonna go for another Ice Beam. Gonna let this one go. I like this. You know Serp can hang on. I like the no shield. We don't know what's in the back yet. I like the overfarm here. Throwing the Frenzy. Knocks out Azumarill. I like the Frenzy here. Does a little bit more raw damage. You're probably only going to get to one move. Maybe you get to two Aerial Aces. I don't know. But I kind of like the Frenzy anyway. And now Drapion comes in. They go for the Crunch. Interesting. And they get the Defense Fell. This is a little bit scary. Maybe you go for the Brutal Swing? It's getting so low. And if you get the bait, maybe you reach the Overheat. Oh, beautiful. I like that. Because let's say they call it, then you just commit to fast attacks. And if you get the shield, then you get to the Overheat. So a nice little play there in the end game. Thank you very much for the submission. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, the debut of Shadow Galarian Weezing. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, comment down below. All comments help out the YouTube algorithm. And all of that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.